Shalom, shalom. Coming back with another quick little exhortation. First, I'm going to start this lesson with calling on my power. Call hello, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule why, teach well. And I'm probably just going to call this lesson, never trust our enemy because, I'm sure you brothers probably have seen it, especially you younger brothers. Uh, 6ix9ine, if you know who he is, he had got jumped in the LA Fitness bathroom, and it was crazy because it's just like usually celebrities when they get into fights, especially big time celebrities like him, they take that shit off the internet or they try to shadow ban it or whatever. And it's not usually that you can't see it like that. Well, I thought it was crazy in general because it just shows you. It just shows you that no matter how successful you get, you got two things. No matter how successful you get, yeah, one, you do got the curses on you, but this devil, he will leave you dry. And I was like, man, he don't got no security. For one, like I said, I know a lot of his shit, his career is just rigged at the end of the day. Anyways, he's just a little plant. But at the end of the day, I just thought it was so crazy because, I just thought it was just so crazy because, how he was doing all that snitching, and he probably was one of the biggest, I mean seriously, one of the biggest musicians in our day. It's just as simply as far as views go, but he is Northern Kingdom, and them Northern Kingdom videos, they get much more views for some reason. But as you seen, he had got jumped, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest. Usually they try to shadow ban, when celebrities get beat up. But this one, it was all on the internet. As soon as you typed in, you could get it. You could really type into it, and that's what Jake get when they dance with the devil, man. Okay, because he started to say that was rigged too. He started trying to expose their industry type stuff. And it's crazy because you get to see them celebrities start getting beat up, and Cat Williams said the same thing. I ain't being a conspiracy theorist. It's just you can't say it's not real because you seen him getting super famous, snitching with the devil. And I got a video of Lil Durk said that he, even 6ix9ine came out and he said that the industry is rigged himself. But and I'm not a news channel. It's for the scriptures of the Lord. But it's just never trust our enemy because once it's like when you start speaking out against them, then they'll try to turn it back on you. Because like I say, usually, they get shadow banned when celebrities get into fights and stuff. You can't name that many, but as for him, he tried to expose him. Okay, expose the industry. You know, and the same thing happened with Cat Williams. All these celebrities that try to speak up and say something about it, especially that's big time. And you can believe that he's definitely was in there because when you look at his videos, he definitely was one of the biggest celebrities. You know, just a few of his songs if I can find them. This is a lot of views even in these times. Well, especially for these times. Especially for these times. And now look, it's just like it's crazy that he's one of them. He's one of the biggest celebrities, and you can just look at his video. It ain't blurred or nothing. It's clearly to be seen. And I'm gonna just say it all out. It's this devil, okay, that allows you to be able to look at a video like that when, like I said, you can look up any celebrity. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna find a super popular celebrity like that. With the video just being easily accessible, not no huge celebrity like one of them. You know, you it's crazy to me. And this is why you Jakes don't never trust your enemy because, like I said, a lot of these things happen when Jake start trying to. Basically, you get blackballed, man, or they forsake you, and the scriptures tell you that this is what this devil do. Okay, when Jake try to get rich off this devil and try to accept this devil and try to use this devil and go hand in hand with this devil, dancing with the devil, Jake ended up getting the shitty end of the stick, man. I'm gonna play this video because a lot of that shit that this dude was doing, if you know him or you know of him in any way, you would know that he did a lot of trolling. He did a lot of so-called snitching. He was saying forget all. He was doing what Charleston White was doing, but at a way more, if you will, he was doing it way more seriously and more on a nigga vibration. He wasn't doing it behind the reason why Charleston White do it. So I'm gonna play this video. This is Lil Durk saying that they asked since basically they was asking him to troll. Okay, that's why this industry shit is real and it's not fake. It's real. This make our people go and shoot hurt each other. That's real. The witchcraft of the sorceries of this devil is real.
Niggas buying numbers, niggas buying bundles. So all this shit fake, right? But let me tell you this. That bitch ass nigga Label called me. Somebody from his camp. I ain't gonna say his label. Somebody from his camp called somebody from our camp. Somebody that give me $3 million to keep trolling with this nigga, right? Dead. I hope y'all on here looking and listening. That shit dead, man. I never turn my back on the fucking streets. Ever. On the fucking voice, you know what I'm saying? That money shit ain't gonna change a motherfucker. So I ain't gonna never respond to this nigga ever fucking again, right? Say what you want. Do what you want. You can't fucking troll me, bitch. I'm the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know the scriptures say believe not every tale, but I believe this. I believe that after him coming out, and then it's crazy that he said it himself that the industry is rigged. So what are the odds of the people that he was around, texting Lil Durk to tell them to basically act like they beefing, and guess what that's gonna do? That's gonna put, and this devil he'll know things like that. That Ephraim gonna envy Judah and Judah vex Ephraim, so that's put more war between them two. Okay, why else would they be doing that? Just for publicity? Yeah, just for publicity and money. But this shit get deep, man. So, but the Lord gonna deal with everyone accordingly and judge every man according to their works. This is what 6ix9ine had did. This is why you Jakes. This is why you Jakes don't need to be make dancing with the devil. Never trust thy enemy, and I'm gonna get some precepts on that. Never trust thy enemy, because now after he then try to expose him, now all of a sudden they not there to none of his defense. Like usually, I'm just being real. Usually, it'll be shot up, man. You won't be able to see it enough, or it won't be. It's like an algorithm thing. The algorithm is true too. On the internet, it's like an algorithm thing, to where what's important really is the algorithm system. To what they make important, to what pops up on your timeline, your feed, and this is popping up. But this is like a huge celebrity, okay? I think it was a video when Zendaya she just had got done making that Euphoria show. So she wasn't doing no sellout shit, and that video you probably won't be able to find it, man. But I believe it was her. It wasn't sure, but there's plenty celebrity fights. They'll find an excuse behind it. People, But as for him, they left him in the dust, man. And it's weird because this is what he was doing.
This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I'll bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. I'm telling you.
Why you keep saying that? You said that a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's rigged. It's paid for. It's this. It's that. You're a young artist. You coming up. You're believing in this dream that they're selling you. It's not. Explain it. Explain it for me. I kind of get it. But like for somebody right now, that dream is gonna be what pushes them to the
I'm
next
telling you
level.
this right now. And I always go back to this NBA young boy. NBA
Who
Young,
we love.
who we love. NBA YoungBoy's supposed to be bigger than he is right now. He's not commercialized. He's not commercialized.
One of the most.
So you throw Roddy Ricch in there, which is commercialized, right? You will throw Roddy Ricch in there because Roddy Ricch, you're not talking. Listen, you talk about, but you don't get into beefs. You're not really that street. You're from the street. You're from Compton, right? You really are not doing too much, and you have good music. NBA YoungBoy, you're good. You're just too street. They navigate it. They throw. Yo, hear me out when I tell you. I speak facts. I'm in the industry. Am I speaking? Let me know if I'm lying to you.
No, you're telling the truth. I think
It's whatever's commercialized, whatever. Listen, we're gonna beat you into somebody's head.
Hold on.
Look,
All right, so I'm gonna
let them know if I'm lying to them.
No. I'm gonna interpret the other side because I know what they're thinking. They're thinking that, all right, cool, we hear what you're saying, but like our favorite artists still do what they need to do. Like the reason why YoungBoy isn't whatever is because he don't do interviews. It's because it's whatever else. Like I hear what you're saying, but I know what they're saying. You feel me?
It goes back to the fact that this industry is rigged. Do you consider that being rigged?
I always thought the industry was.
The industry's rigged. What I'm just trying to tell.
By the way, and if y'all ever see me on live with Six, I don't agree with a lot of stuff. I try to challenge him, even though y'all could probably argue I should challenge more. That's one thing I could say about what he's saying. I've always believed the industry's rigged. We've just never seen an artist that's actually succeeding actually admit it's rigged. It's usually the unsuccessful artists saying it's rigged.
Yeah, but I'm successful, and I'm telling you it's rigged.
So it's the artists that don't get gold plaques, don't get platinum plaques, don't get number ones.
That will tell you it's rigged.
They're gonna tell you it's rigged, but they're telling you because they're not successful. When you're in the system, you usually don't talk about the system. So then it makes me think, why the fuck are you? Because again, I understand it's rigged, and you know, through my small platform, smaller than yours at least, I try to give some education based on what I've seen. But you're winning. On a music level, you're winning. You just dropped a Spanish record. I looked up on YouTube. You got 50 million.
Boy, so that's enough right there. You know, that's just to show you, man. Never trust thy enemy, man. These devils will they'll use you, and till till they made you bear and won't be sorry for it. Sirach 12. No, I think it's 10. Sirach chapter 10 verse. No. Salakia. Hold on, give me a second. All right, Sirach 13 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 3. The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threateneth withal. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. Verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Okay, so the richest man in this kingdom, and it could be any rich man, but this, especially Esau, he's the true rich man though. Like he's the rich of the rich. It says if he have need of thee, okay. Right now being Esau, he will use you. But if you don't have nothing, he will forsake thee. And that's what's going on, through the spirit right now. What I can see is that they'll forsake you when you really can't do nothing for them no more. Like I say, I usually see them, try to silence videos, etc., etc. But I guess he done ran out of his seconds of fame, and now they letting it, he forsook him. Verse 5, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. And if you can see it, what he did was he was basically living with 6ix9ine. He had, 6ix9ine was known for literally making, being a snitch with the crackers, man. So for him to be able to do that, he was around them a lot. Then, like I just showed you, he was around his label. He was definitely dancing with him a lot. And as you heard it, he was saying like he was successful, got plaques, got all type of ties. Okay, he was, the rich man, they'll live with you, man. They'll use you until they make you bear. Okay. Verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? Okay, so the rich man will, he'll deceive you and make you feel like he's there for you. That's why you always got to be taking heed of every man. Verse 7, especially these worldly people, mainly these worldly people, because they always, planning some mischief. Verse 7, and he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Verse okay. So be aware, Jakes. Okay, be aware of Esau, man. Okay, because that's it's mainly Esau who's gonna be the rich man. Okay, and I want to go to Sirach 10, chapter 10, verse 12. That's why Jake go off when they try to they try to get this Babylonian dream accomplished, but you can't, man. You can't never trust thy enemy. Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thy enemy, for like his iron and rusteth, so is his wickedness. Never trust what this devil tells you, man. You thinking you trolling all these jakes, and you doing whatever you think you can do. But no, that's not how life goes. There's a recompense for everything you do. 6ix9ine thought he could, take men, baby mamas, disrespect all these gang members. Same thing Charleston White do. You can't think there's no repercussions, okay, in the actions you commit in life, especially with grown men. So you thinking that for whatever hope Esau's putting you in, thinking you can do that, never trust him, okay? Because now you looking shitty. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's no for certain, but at the end of the day, by if anything, a real friend. That's why a real friend would have stood with him, because we know ain't nobody nobody else been by a fucking 6ix9ine side except them damn crackers, man. To be completely honest, man, him snitching, his labels, and him trying to get rich and famous, you seen him, man. I remember I seen him, always, making hits, trolling. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So take good heed of Esau, man. Beware of him at all times. The rich Edomites, the poor Edomites, don't matter. Beware of these Edomites and whatever they do or say. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So never trust your enemy, man, for no reason. Okay, rather it's dealing with money or anything, because everybody's not gonna be rich. Rather it's in a job force, whatever. Never trust our enemy. Never go all out and trust Esau. The things he tells you, okay, he tries to put you on. Never trust your enemy, man. Beware of him, okay. Because he's trying to deceive you, okay? That's what Esau does. He's a deceiver. So with that, Lord's willing is edifying, brothers. Never trust thy enemy. With that, Lord's willing is edifying. I want to end this lesson off with calling on my power. Call halal, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Rakah Kadash, Shalom.